Hello, so what's up, brothers and sisters? So in today's video is about a man who is, I don't know, it seems to be is from Qatar or something, but then he is in a train, and then there are a couple of black people who are leaving the train, and when they passes, the guy holds his nose, feeling like the air has changed in the train. So there's this black man who sees this. I think it's the guy who records this, and he sees this, and he says that the guy is racist for holding his nose. I mean, the black guys seemingly that they were thinking, or one of them was thinking while he was passing on the road. So I think this is a matter of discussion. Do you think, is it racism, or is it that the person was just the person who was passing at that point had some issues with his body or their bodies? So let's watch the video and help me see what's happening there, and let's discuss about it. Let's talk about it. Is it racism, or what do you think it is?
You know, when they come overseas to our nations, right, when they go to the Caribbean, when they go to Africa, you guys treat them very well. I've seen it myself. How come we don't treat them how they treat us when we're in their nation? You understand? They come to our nation, you want to show them everything, you want to take them everywhere, you want to give them all your culture, show them all your food. But then when you go to their nations, we stink. So from now on, when I see one of them over here in this nation or the other one, I'm going to say, what the hell is that smell? It must be you, mother. This is exactly what happened. And everybody that co-signed it, y'all racist too. This individual only held his nose when black people pass. Don't you think that's racist itself? No, you want to ignore that and say that, oh, Africans stink. Let me tell you something. All right. 3 men here. It's a fourth, but he ain't in the picture. 3 men you see in this video. We out in the sweltering heat in the sun. Nobody's funky right here. We can stand right next to each other. Nobody stinks. You know why? We bathe 3 times a day. We bathe in the morning. We bathe after we get done working. And just so you know, for the record, the clothes that we wear here, we don't wear them out in public. Those are work only clothes. All right. We put them in a little bag and then we go wash them. All right. And then we bathe at night. Y'all wouldn't even know how to bathe if it wasn't for Africans. Let's keep it real. Africans taught you how to bathe. So don't try to make it look like Africans are funky. You're funky. You the one only bathe once a goddamn day. Let's keep it real. All right. But anyway, yeah, it's not nothing else but a sinister thing. He did that shit on purpose. All because Kenya beat Qatar. That's why he did it. But you guys want to co-sign it and have his back and try to explain it away. You can't do all of that with me. I know what it really is. Most of y'all closet racist yourselves. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I said what I said and I meant what I meant. If you're going to treat me bad as a person, I'm going to treat you worse. All right? If you don't plan to come treat us bad, don't worry about it. I ain't talking to you. But if you planning that I'm going to come and mess with y'all and you see me, note that this one here, he going to treat you exactly how you want to be treated. Like trash.
So welcome back, brothers and sisters. I think you, after watching that video, you've also seen what I've seen, or maybe thought otherwise. So I want to ask you this question. What do you think about the video? Do you think, is it racism, or is it that the situation was calling for that? So the guy is a Turkish, and I think they are in Ghana, where this person can actually see this activity. So there are a lot of factors that we need to consider before just jumping into conclusion. I think we as human beings, when we are uncomfortable with certain smell, we tend to, hold our nose, because it's something that happens. And out there we meet different people, and people have different, how do I call them, different smell, depending on what they did during the day, or depending on what they're doing. So sometimes, to me, I have 2 perspectives that I'll give you, which are possible. So the first perspective is that this person might not be a racist the way the guy painted him or made him seem. This is because maybe he passed through, and he couldn't hold it, so he just decided to do that. And some people are also sensitive to smell, and they tend to close their mouth when such kind of things happen. So I think this is something which is possible. And on the other side, it happened that he is Turkish. He's the only Turkish person when he was in Ghana. So the guy is saying that when they come to our nation, they treat us like shit. They treat us like garbage. So at some point, he might validate that using the video. And he also claims that when they come to African nations, we are so hospitable to them, and we show them places, we show them things, we help them taste foods, and we walk them across everywhere. And when we go to their country, they treat us like we are garbage. So see, I've had a couple of cases where our African members have gone to Qatar, and the treatment is not always good. Now, this is the other side of the story that the guy is trying to explain to you. I'm just expounding on it. So I don't know, my fellow brothers and sisters from the diaspora, but I think this guy, he has a point when he's trying to explain the broader perspective of the guy. So when a person, you know, our brothers and sisters in Africa, maybe probably in Kenya, I know some friends who have gone to Qatar for work, and there are a lot of cases that have come out that, you know, there are a lot of mistreatment that are happening. So at some point, leaving alone the situation, generally what the people do, not all of them, but some of them, they treat our brothers and sisters from Africa badly. And also the guy raises a serious point about something to do with bathing. And he says that we Africans, we taught you how to bathe. I mean, I don't know whom he referred to, but he says that it's Africa who taught the world how to bathe. Seemingly, he also explained that he bathes three times during the day. Well, that's right, because depending on what a person does, when you tend to sweat a lot, it's important if you take a shower. So he explains that he takes shower 3 times, and mostly, yeah, in Africa, someone calls for that because you need to take shower 3 times. For people who are sweaty, you need to take shower 3 times. So guys, do you think the guy did that knowingly, or do you think it's the situation that called for it? Take this in note. I understand that there are some people who are sensitive to smell. It's not about racism sometimes, but some people are just, you know, the hygiene, it's really important. So when some people tend to emit a given, you know, smell, sometimes it might not be the likes, it's something which is biological. But again, it's important for us to consider other people who might be sensitive for that. I don't want to dwell much in this topic because I'll let it in your hands. Let me see what you think in the comment section. So guys, just tell me what you think in the comment section. Tell me if that's right, tell me if that's wrong, and I think we can find a way of, you know, living in harmony. Maybe you're a person who have experienced this. Do you think that now that it's happening to a person of a different race, it becomes racism? What if it was a black person who was doing this? Would have it be the same case? You know, I want you to see this in this way. Would it be the same case? Or do you think that this is just something which is easy for me to say because I'm a black person and a guy from another race did it? Do you think so? So guys, just tell me what you think, because I think this is a matter which needs to be carried with a lot of care, because as I've told you, what if it was a black person who did this? Because I thought the guy would have nullified the case because he's black and, you know, it's happening to black people. On the other hand, if it was about racism because it happened that the black people passed and then he held his nose like this, then I think it could have been a problem to the person. It could have been something like racism, the way he has described. I don't want to judge the person with his face because he seemed too humble to do that for racism. But again, as I said, matters like this need to be handled with a lot of care. So guys, tell me what you think in the comment section. My brothers and sisters from the diaspora, tell me what you think in the comment section. This is not the fight for Africans against other races, but we as human beings, how do we handle these situations out there? So tell me guys what you think in the comment section. Of course, it's Eugene from Kenya, and thank you guys for always tuning in and watch this channel. So Shout out all my fans in the United States, shout out all my fans from the United Kingdom, shout out all my fans in Canada. You guys, I really love you, and thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for your subscriptions, thank you for watching this video, and if you made it to the end, thank you, brothers and sisters. So let's see you in the next video. Peace, love, and harmony. Salute.